Just checking out this square tray. I want to use, specifically want to use a square tray for the pork roast, because I need to put it in the little braai with a lid, so that I can get the heat up. For the Christmas roast, we use the other half of this pork leg, hind quarter, or whatever you want to call it, and I didn't get the crackling nice. So I'm going to try this to get the crackling good. So I'm just checking here that it fits properly in here, and then I'll do my magics, or what I call my magics, and then we'll lay it on top of here, and I'll dice and slice this a bit and doctor it, and then put it in foil and put it on the coals in an hour or two's time. Yeah, it's time for a bit of doctor. I'm going to be doing the operation. As you can see, the operation works superbly well. I'll just go down like so. See there? We play doctor. And then we oil it, we salt and pepper it. As you can see, if we keep going around, we'll radiate like the sun rays. And then we'll put one or two across, like so. I don't want to ruin it, but we need to get entry to the meat below. And there we go, we'll do that. And then we'll safely put the scalpel away after washing it. There we are. This is a bit bright. There we go, that's better. Okay, so then we start salting. Actually, I use fine salt for that. And a bit of pepper, ground pepper, rub it in. Olive oil and lemon juice, rub it in, keep rubbing it in, and then just before we cover up the foil, then I wipe it dry. The crackling must, the skin must be dry, otherwise it doesn't crackle. This is the beginnings of the lamb. Now let me show you. Here's a full deboned lamb roast, hind leg, and there's a half. There's but 1.5 to do, because we have a number of people. There's a half. The plastic unfortunately makes it shiny, so I'll show you a bit later, but I just want to show you the beginnings of it. And now I have a secret weapon. I'm going to obviously oil and do the lamb type of herbs. As you can see, there's some rosemary in already. But I have actually 2 secret weapons for the lamb. Obviously, because the lamb's no longer on the bone, it goes quite quick. So I am going to do 2 things. I'm going to put something in the bottom here, which I'll show you shortly. I first have to get there. If you're wondering, there's our roasty porky resting. Then I'll use the back of a knife to clear this all off, cover, put juice in, usually put white wine in, but we'll see. I don't think we remember to buy white wine, because I never drink white wine. Right, so you want to know what secret weapon number 1 is? There's secret weapon number 1. This is flank, lamb flank. Rib, as we refer to it, because it's the bottom side of the rib. We can't afford the expensive bits, so that goes on the bottom, on top, so that the deboned legs don't sit down and get burnt. So this is bone side down, but we eat this too, obviously, because I love this. And then we cut this, and then that's for the Braai Master and company. We eat this. Anyway, next on, as I said, we'll start placing them, and then the second secret weapon I'll tell you later. So there you have a leg and a half deboned on top. Doesn't that just look scrumptious? Divine, delectably, and delicious already. Yep. Okay, so you might wonder what juice goes in here. beer. Simple, a can of beer, 500 milliliters of beer goes inside there. I put foil on it, and then I'll show you the rest of the process as we go along. But doesn't that look delicious? Oh, and one thing I have to tell you, the thyme cometh out of the gardeneth. Yep, that's about the only thing out of the garden. Right. And if you're wondering what's for veggies, potato baked my style, as you can see there, cream, paprika is key. Smoked paprika, obviously cheese, two cheeses there. And that goes in the oven for about 2 hours. We're going to do it even a bit longer today and do it slower, so that it can amalgamate and whatever. No, you know. Okay, there we go. That's that. And then we are chopping veggies, or the good lady is chopping veggies up the yin yang. I'll show you that too. You see, there's the chopping board, butternut. There's Brussels sprouts in there, carrots there, there's broccoli. There's all sorts, and purple cabbage. Purple cabbage is going in here. If the purple cabbage doesn't go in here, I'm going to be furious. And there is part two of the secret for the lamb, as you can see there. Rosemary, chopped fresh, and thyme out of the garden, and knoffel, yep, and a few other things. And then we're going to put it in the shaker, shaky, and then that will be part and parcel of our drizzle. And I'll tell you where that comes from. I don't want to show you the brand, but there it goes in. In it goes, as you can see. Yeah, on the table. There we go. In it goes. Now I'll put foil on it, get it dressed, and it'll go on the coals in about an hour's time. So as I said, you take the back of the knife and you dry this. You can actually even take a bit of paper towel and dab it properly dry. And then in here goes some fluid. The coals are already started, so I'm going to put it up there shortly, and then we can put this on for a slow start. Yeah, I know you can't see much, but there we go. That's the piggy. Listen, you can hear the piggy is going well. Look at them pretty coals. And the beauty of doing it this way is that you use hardly any charcoal. It really works well. I've added a slight bit after starting the coals going with the charcoal that was left from the previous braai. So then I think I can close the shutter a bit, and then we close the lid. There we go. Can you hear that sizzle? Lovely. That's the lamb. Show you later again, for sure. I'm going to take the cover off because we need to see how our piggy is doing. Piggy is starting to scrunch up nicely. Look there. Yes. It's not hard yet, but there it's starting. So we'll open this now. There's already sticking there to the coals, to the foil. There we go. Look at that piggy, looking great. All right, you tell me when
It's ready.
Okay, we are unveiling the lamb. Man alive, look at that. Yeah, it looks lovely. It looks lovely. Now we're going to drop the lamb down lower onto the coals. I'll stoke the coals, and then we'll brown that and give it some color. But for now, look at that already. Now I got to tell you a little secret. Christmas time, I was as sick as a dog, and I can't remember doing it, and I can't remember what it was like, and I can't remember. I know everybody ate it, but this looks terrific. Yes, that's looking terrific already. Look at that knife sliding in there, gliding in there. What I'm going to do now is just grate a bit more cheese on, and then pop it back in the oven as I turn the oven off because everything in the oven is done. So I told you about my second secret, and I started showing you, and here we go. You see this mix here? I got this from a Braai master of note. Do you hear me shaking it? His name is Cosmiester Cortez. Not Cortez the killer, Cosmiester Cortez. And you'll see the link over here. I'll put it to his channel. Now he's a South African as they come, but they farm a little small farm, and he eats his own lamb and deboned lamb on the braai, and that is New Mexico, and they ship all over the states meat. So 1, 2, 3, 4 day. You can find it on his website. Any case, I got this idea from him. So Cortez, I thank you very much. I'm going to use this paste when I finish off the lamb there, which is going to happen very, very soon, because I do not want to overdo this. So shortly, I'm going to put it on there. It's looking beautiful. I'm a little bit wary. I don't really want to turn this one over because the color is already terrific on it. So there we go. I think I must use the tongs to turn it. Look at that. We get color on the other side, and we drizzle some of our juice in there. Okay, the ribs too. Look at that. And that's a bit of flank that I also just added in for posterity. So let's shake out our yolk again, and we drizzle just a little bit because we don't want flames. I had to remove it just now because I put too much on. Now we got a bit of flame. But look at that. There we get a bit more flame. I'll put it off now, and it's also very easy to put it off into the juice. But I don't want... Oh, look at this. This meat is falling asunder. It is really falling asunder. There we go. Look at that. It's really, really looking lovely. So we'll put that down in the flames way. Sacrifice. And crisp this one up. And it's looking terrific. Dankie Cortez. Dankie. Interessante naam. Ek is mal oor jou naam. Waar het jou pa aan daai naam gekom? Laat weet asseblief. Thank you for supporting my channel too. Okay, there we go. Look at that. I'm going to take this off and cover it with foil, because there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Instagram, yeah.
Well, okay, so that's
Pig meat,
so Maggie, you're having that.
sheep meat, onions, plate of food.
The two boys, your two
Look at them
boys.
and listen to them all having a potato bake, onions. I mean, that stuff. You know what it is. And by all accounts, the tastes are terrific. It's worked very well today. Very, very, very well.
For Christmas Eve, I spent the time to get under it.
Really not much
And I
left.
went to my hunkers.
Let me show
And Matt went to pick me
The
up.
veggies
No,
left.
grab your hands.
They got back almost done. Here's a bit of lamb. That's the base of the, what's it called? The pork. There's the porky. I think I'll have to have this little snip. And the rest of the dishes are in the dishwasher. Thank you all.